Hello, I know it's been a while, but I am back and I should be releasing a lot more videos within the next couple months. To welcome myself back, I am starting with some Tokyo Mew Mew stuff. A series that got me into art, kind of. But yeah, the new Tokyo Mew Mew series came out, so I decided I would start with some redesigns. I started with Ichigo, as you can see, and well, she's kind of her design is very already pretty good, and I didn't want to change the main girl too much because that's always kind of confusing. So just doing the bare minimum for her design. I did some slight color changes, but you will see that in a little bit. But yeah, I've always loved Tokyo Mew Mew. It was the first real manga slash anime that I got into. I probably wouldn't have gotten into art if it wasn't for Tokyo Mew Mew. um, yeah, I know a lot of other girls who was like Sailor Moon and all these other animes, but Tokyo Mew Mew was my first. I would read their mangas in an after school program because I didn't want to do homework. So I'm like, oh, I did it in class, and I just read, Tokyo Mew Mew constantly. Uh, but yeah, I always love the series. I love the characters. I like the magical girl designs. I always liked magical girls. It's not normally my thing, but I always liked it. I think the only changes I did for this was actually like some slight color changes because I always thought it was weird that her hair changed so much. So um, I tried to make her have like a darker pink to kind of go with her naturally red hair. Um, I always thought it went from red to weird was from red to pink. I like when characters transform. They do have like a slightly different hair color, but I don't like it when it's like as jarring as Ichigo's is. So I made it like a darker pink, so it would actually kind of fit the costume and kind of stand out a little more. This was actually before I slightly changed my art style. The art style and how I kind of designed this piece was actually a little weirder compared to some of my newer stuff and stuff you're seeing coming out soon. This was before I actually kind of changed my shading style to a way that actually looks a lot more natural and it looked a lot more, I guess, fake. Or, I mean, not, it looked more fake, but it looked a lot less kind of cheap, you know? But yeah, I'm really proud of this. I was tempted to redo the Ichigo one, but I'm like, this is a good way to show kind of my change with my art stuff. So, this is actually using my old shading technique, which actually looked really plasticky, but I have created a style that looks a lot better now. This is going a lot longer than I thought I did. Oh yeah, I felt like what I was gonna do was gonna be plain, so I added the endangered animal that each Mew Mew is kind of based on. For those who don't know the series, each girl in the series has an endangered animal that they get their powers from, or kind of their design from, and Ichigo's is the Eramoto Wildcat, if I remember correctly. So I thought it'd be kind of cute to um, put their animals there with them. And this was kind of, I didn't know what to do with the background, so I tried to do something really simple. And this is before I figured out shading a little bit. So I was trying to do like a back shadow with like the color of the character, and I know how to do it now, but it still looks kind of weird. So Ichigo is pretty much done. Next is Mew Mint, or Minto. All the girls are named after food, which I thought was kind of funny. I was trying to do a more dynamic pose. I'm not good with poses. Her character is very interested in ballet, so I tried to make her a new design based on that. I liked her design, but I always felt like it was kind of plain. Like, she's a very pristine girl, and I feel like she would want a more elegant design for her hero costume, so I went with something a little more connected to her ballet roots. I know my positioning here looks a little weird. Again, this is before I kind of started changing things up a little bit to make my art look a lot more natural and less kind of fake in a sense. But yeah, I when I was younger, I did not like Mint. I thought she was kind of a bitch. I always liked her color scheme and kind of design, but I always hated her character. I felt like she was kind of a bit of a spoiled brat, and I'm like, oh, come on. I wanted better from her. But yeah, I adored this. I originally was gonna give her like blue lips, but it looked weird. So I altered the design to give her kind of more, because I wanted to give her like some sort of like little makeup design, because she was kind of more of the girly girl of the group. And I was hoping that with I wanted to give her a little more of a feminine kind of design with that, so I gave her a little bit of makeup. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm still getting the hang of this voiceover stuff. But yeah, I like Mince as a character now that I'm older. Little 12-year-old me was like, this girl's a bitch. I don't want anything to do with her. But now that I'm older and kind of understand character design a little more and how writing affects the character, I'm like, okay, I understand her more, and I've gained a new respect for her. Her animal was the blue lorikeet, which is like this cute little bird, as you can see from her little bird outfits kind of things. But yeah, I don't like her new design for the reboot where they had her have the hair down. I like all the girls kind of have their hair down in like some way, and so I was like, oh, I like that her hair's up in buns, so I brought the bun hairstyle back. I still have not seen the new Tokyo Mew Mew anime. I really want to watch it. I am really excited because, like I said, it is the first anime I really got into. Oh, yeah, here's where I start drawing the blue lorikeet. And that's such a cute little birdie. I really enjoy this series, and this is kind of where I started getting into like all the anime and stuff. But it's I probably wouldn't have gone farther with my art if it wasn't for this series. Next up is Mew Lettuce. I always loved Lettuce when I was younger. She was always super cute, and I always kind of like the nerdy characters. I mean, I am nerdy myself. Also, I love the green characters. I love the color green. And I wish they used that color more in Magical Girls, but apparently green isn't popular. So, so I added this. I wanted to make Lettuce's design be a little more nerdy. I tried to keep a lot of the costumes as accurate or as normal to its normal design. But what I always hated was Glass's characters losing their glasses when they transform. You can't see it yet, but I gave her like little glasses that fit her transformation. When she's in her normal form and not her magical girl form, she has glasses on, and I always hate it when Glasses characters don't have glasses when they transform. I'm like, I think glasses are pretty. I think they make characters look cuter sometimes. I think I look better with glasses. I gave my avatar glasses. But yeah, I also tried to, I like the new colors for her design, so I went with like the new kind of lettuce colors. Her animal is the finless porpoise, if I remember correctly. But yeah, she's kind of like the water girl. She could, I wish they did it more in the series, but if they had like a water fight and they needed to go into the water, she would usually go in and she'd get like a little porpoise tail. I tried to add into her design a way to kind of make it look like she has a bit of a porpoise tail outside of it, because they don't really show it that well in her design. They try to show it, but I wanted to show it a little more. I think Mew Lettuce is one of the characters that I do like their newer design a bit better. I always wished she had better in the anime. I don't know what her anime personality was like in like the regular version, because I had the terrible 4Kids dub and they like changed everything. So I whenever I tried to watch the anime and they had her come on, it always felt like it didn't feel right, you know. In the manga, she was a much better character. I need to wear glasses when I record these because I can't see shit. But no, yeah, Mew Lettuce was actually one of my favorite girls because I always liked the nerdy characters. I love the color green. Here's the glasses I mentioned earlier. I wanted her to have like cool little glasses, and I wanted it to kind of. I was kind of testing some new features with this series, and I wanted it to look a lot better. I think we are getting towards the end of the video. I have another Mew Mew video coming up, and then I have a couple more projects planned coming up. My Miraculous comic, it is close to being released, so I will be doing some character information videos with designs, and then I am also doing a Pokemon project, which I will give more information when that time comes. So I will see you all later.